कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे जय राम गोपी जन वल्लभ राम गोपी जन जय राम गोपी जन वल्लभ राम जय निताय पतित पावन गौरी 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 ये ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य अष्टमोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य अष्टमोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती महाराज की जय। संत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासव श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामा कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रजवंश वृंदावन धाम की पुरुषोत्तम श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी महारानी की समेत गौर भक्त वृंद की पिताय गौर हरे कृष्ण। तो डिस्कनेक्ट ऑडियो प्रभु sorry ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा। रीडिंग फ्रॉम श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 4 चैप्टर 7 टेक्स्ट नंबर 7। ततो विद्वांसम् आमन्त्रय ततो विद्वांसम् आमन्त्राय ततो विद्वांसम् आमन्त्राय आमन्त्र्य सुनाशिरा सहर्षिभिः शुनाशिरा सहर्षिभिः भूयस्तद्देव यज्ञानां भूयस्तद्देव यज्ञानां sorry भूतस्तद्देव यजनां समिद्वत् वेदसो ययुः समिद्वत् वेदसो ययुः ततो मद्वंशम् आत्मन्त्र्य सुनाशीरा सहर्षिभिः भूयास्तद्देव यजनं समीधवत् वेदसो ययुः recite तदोमि द्वांशमामन्त्र्य सुनाशीरा सहर्षिभिः भूय तद्देव यजनं समीधवेदसो ययुः तदोमि द्वांशमामन्त्र्य सुनाशिरा सहर्षिभिः भूयस्तद्देव यजनं समेत्वेदसो ययुः. Translation and purport by Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Should do word for word. So okay. Do word for word meaning. Okay. Tataha. Thereafter. Madvamsham. Vidvamsham. Lord Shiva. Amartya. Amantya. Inviting. Sunashira. The demigods headed by Lord Indra. So King Indra. Saharshibihi. With all the great sages headed by Bhrigu. Bhuya. Again. Tat. That. Deva Yajanam. Place where demigods are worshipped. Samidvat. With Lord Shiva. Vedashaha. With Lord Brahma. Yayu. Went. Translation and purport by Sri Bhakti Vedanta Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thereafter, Bhrigu, the chief of the great sages, invited Lord Shiva to come to the sacrificial arena. Thus, the demigods, accompanied by sages, Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, all went to the place where the great sacrifice was performed. Purport: the whole sacrifice arranged by Lord Daksha has been disturbed by Lord Shiva. Therefore, all the demigods present there, along with Lord Brahma and the great sages, specifically requested Lord Shiva to come and to revive the sacrificial fire. Therefore, there is a common phrase, Shiva Hina Yajna. Any sacrifice without the presence of Lord Shiva is baffled. Lord Vishnu is Yagneshwara, the Supreme Personality in the matter of sacrifice. Yet, in each Yajna, it is necessary that all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva to be present. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरों दिनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम् Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining, and I seek the blessings of all assembled Vaishnavas to speak something meaningful. So this is the words where the context is after the Daksha Yajna is destroyed by the followers of Lord Shiva and Virabhadra, all the demigods, including Brahma, and Daksha was killed. Daksha's head was cut. And different personalities in the Yajna, like Bhrugu, all those things, they are differently punished because of taking the side of Daksha. So, but after this incident is over, the demigods realize their mistake. So that is the difference between the demons and demigods. So demigods also do mistakes, but they realize the mistakes, and they wanted to do some corrective measures. So even like we are in devotional service. Prabhupada says anybody who is in the devotional service is like a demigod. So devotees also does mistakes, but when they realize, they should have the humility to approach a concerned person and beg forgiveness, because devotees are also under the material nature, but direct under supervision of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's why, like these kind of things, like see, if there is a family where an husband and wife are children, they never fight, they never argue, that such family never exists. Right? Somebody said, oh, I want to be nicest person. You can't be a nice person, because there's arguments, counter arguments, like sometimes little quarrels. They have to take place because we are in the material existence. And but what makes the devotees different is they again contemplate. They again think, did I say it right? Did I do it right? When compared to the spiritual values, making spiritual progress, all other things will be very insignificant. The devotee realizes that, and then they approach the concerned person and begs forgiveness. But of course, when you realize something means you understood that no, like this was not the right way, and we should try our best to not to repeat that again and again, because somebody says sorry and again keep on offending means they didn't realize actually. So of course we may on the day one, like may not be able to be on that platform, but by the strength of their devotional service, by the strength of their spiritual consciousness, they may actually overcome that situations. So that's why, like this internal strength to perform devotional service, like it is said that like I was reading about Bhishma Panchak, right? They say, right, somebody who doesn't have enough internal strength, they can't do Bhishma Vanchar. Means the spiritual strength. Means like it doesn't mean that okay, there are so many people who are fasting days also. There are so many Mayavadis. Even if you see some people they fast altogether months also, but they real fasting is fasting of false ego. So that's why they say, right, like, Maharaj takes he says, follow 480 principles and no Facebook. So it is like somebody goes on Facebook and social media and spend too much time, means they are gratifying their subtle senses. Means that will not that will not that might be hindrance, because see, somebody who is fasting. So what is there in social media? All materialistic things. Like this person did this person did that, all those same things only, and some news, all those things. Now, if somebody is fasting, what is the best thing for him to continue fasting? Like if you wanted to continue fasting, for example, you want to do Nirjal. So does he goes onto the prasadam table and see what are cooked? As soon as he does that, immediately desires arises. Okay, let me taste little bit. It is Ekadashi prasadam. Let me taste little bit. It is still considered as not breaking fasting. And he will justify himself. Okay, because see, I have to do that so much service. I can't be without eating. It might be difficult. So then he said, Krishna, please forgive me. Then take prasadam. We initially started just tasting. We take full meals only. So in the same way, we as the devotees, our main concern is we want to detach from the material existence and attach to Krishna. So our consciousness should be always in the spiritual world. What is happening in the spiritual world? That is there in Srila Prabhupada's books and his purports. How to detach from Maya and how to attach to Krishna. So when we see or hear or spend our mind and intelligence on something material, means we are going and seeing what is cooked in the lunch, and we are trying to fast also. So the proper renunciation won't develop, because see, I went to India and I saw like some of the relatives I know who actually barely have any education. They also started YouTube channels, and they are also telling subscribe, like, and share all those things. They are creating so much content. So basically, if we go and see them, then you develop, oh, I should also create something. So many people are becoming so famous. I should also, they have so many likes, so many shares, and so many followers. I should also have so many. That kind of desires will develop. And what are the so many people do so many silly things, and actually some people put their life to dangers just to take some videos. So there are many examples like that. Most of them are created. Some people say that they are saving somebody. That entire episode is actually created. So why I am telling this is just the way we don't want to stay in this material world. So we don't have to deal all those things. We have to, as much as possible, try to abstain from all those things. So that's how. But we should be attached to something, right? That we should be attached to what is happening in the spiritual world. So Bhishma Vajat came, recite Bhishma's prayers, and then be in that consciousness, and be always Krishna conscious, be always meditating on Krishna, or do different kinds of services. Even though the same pastimes we already heard, every time we hear, we get newer and newer realizations. Bhagavad Gita, you read 100 times, 101 time you read also, you get newer and newer realization. Srimad Bhagavatam, same pastime, same stories. If you keep on hearing over a period of time, you'll see the same pastime in totally different perspective, which is so relevant to our lives. So the same way the demigods also now they realize their mistake. And they went to Lord Shiva. First they went to Lord Brahma, because Brahma is like their spiritual master. So went to Lord Brahma. Brahma chastised first. You people are very foolish, all those things. No? And he took all the demigods to Lord Shiva. And they glorified Lord Shiva. And we actually discussed the qualities of a Vaishnava, right? Tiraskrita, Vipraladda, Shakta, Shikta, Hatapi, Nasatat Pratikurvanti. So even they are insulted, neglected, or chastised, hurt, or even killed also, they don't take offenses. But we discussed, right, why Lord Shiva took this offense? Because it is not him got offended, it is Mother Sati, like, who is a Vaishnavi, she got offended. And also he is compassionate on them. If these people continue like this, they are going to end up in hellish life. Demigod to directly diving into the hell. So Lord Shiva wanted to correct them and then save them from that danger. That's why Lord Shiva sent Virabhadra and punished them. The Prabhupada also writes, when king punishes, when the law enforcement punishes some mistake, it means they are actually doing service. If the prisoner or the person is not punished for their mistakes here, they will be punished in the hell very gravely. It will exponentially increase the punishment, just like interest rates, right? As the time passes. So that's why when we do some mistakes, any higher authority chastising us or correcting us, it is their greatest help that it is the greatest help that they are doing to us. We should accept it with humility and try to correct ourselves, try to improve ourselves. So here the demigods also went to Lord Shiva and glorified Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva never took any offense. He said, these demigods are childish. I don't take any offenses. So he restored everybody, like somebody who lost body parts, in an artificial way. He also gave that. And somebody who died also, he brought them back to life. So this is one more important thing. So unless you have the authority, unless you don't have the power, you should not act on that level. Unless you have the ability to give life, you should not take life. So Lord Shiva has this ability to bring somebody who is dead to back to life. So he can kill, but not us. He is killing not for the sake of for meat eating or anything like that. He is killing for the sake of correcting them, helping them. So even like in the devotional service, when you are in the authoritative position, so why the parents have the right to chastise kid? Because parents chastise for the betterment of the kid, and also parents show their love towards kid. So the kid will know that my parents are my best well wishers. So even like in the circles, in the devotional circle also, if we are little senior, maybe 10 years, 20 years senior also, when we give feedback or when correct somebody, it is said that first you glorify them if you don't have proper relationship, and then put this correction as a small, very small, and again after correcting, after giving the feedback, again you glorify them, because every devotee has virtuous qualities, every devotee has wonderful qualities. So we should always, before giving any suggestion or even feedback also, and we should not give feedback or suggestions or corrections unless we have authorized to do. Because there, that's why the services are kept under some persons, like, okay, he is the, so Prabhupada has created this wonderful movement, like he is a spiritual master, he is a Shiksha Guru, he is the department head, he is in charge, like that. So that way, even that in charges are, even the devotees who are leading, they should have the maturity how to present it, how to deliver the message without offending anybody. If a person doesn't have that such kind of intelligence, then he should not do any corrections or anything like that. So just the way parents has the ability to make the devotee feel good or love the kid, and then like sometimes parents chastises. And your kid will feel bad. But again, parents have the ability to love the kid and make the kid feel good. So that ability we should have. So then, like this in this scenario, um, Lord Shiva revived everybody, and Lord Shiva gave this goat head to Daksha because Nandi cursed it, right? So that's why, like, he was given goat head. You know, like our modern scientists they say, right? Our consciousness, our thinking is coming due to our brain, but our Vedic scriptures say this brain is just a medium. Like our gross body depends on our subtle body. So basically, every living entity is a individual soul, as which has direct connection with Krishna. And based on the type of consciousness that we develop, our subtle body keep changing. Somebody who is actually developing very envious mentality, their subtle body shrinks, and they become like a snake, serpent. So in the next life, they'll become snake. Somebody who is addicted to meat eating, their subtle body it changes and they'll get a body like a tiger and anything like that. So based on our consciousness, based on our what what we do, what we meditate upon, our subtle body changes. So that's why, like now, we when we go online, when we go on social media, we like some people are attached to watching the animals, all those things. If they are too much attached to that, no, they will become that. So one should be very careful what we are putting into our subtle body. Our subtle body comprises of mind, intelligence, and ego. One time Prabhupada was giving class, and Prabhupada said, if you don't perform devotional service, you will become dogs and dogs in the next life. Then one person got up and said, oh, what is the problem having becoming a dog? Dog also eat nicely, stay nicely. They started defending dogs. And Prabhupada said, you have my blessings. Like you can be, like he said, I don't care if I become dog like that. That person said. And Prabhupada said, you have my blessings. So means our subtle body, what we keep in us, it always subtle body is constantly changing. If you forgive somebody, your inner strength will increase. If you tolerate some insults, your inner strength will increase. You become more and more divine. And if we, on the contrary, if you do anything bad, it's stealing somebody's food or not food, any money or cheating somebody or lying, all those, even minor things also. Externally, you may not see much effect happening, but internally, lot of damage is happening. So this, we don't know what kind of subtle body it will create. So Krishna says, right, yam vapi smaran bhavan tajetyante kalayaram tam evaiti kauntaya sadatat bhava bhavita. Means whatever you remember, whatever you remember at the time of death, that state of mind, then you attain without fail. Means what will be remembered through at the time of death? Whatever you meditate on in life to become more popular, to become more famous, to have a lot of money, to have a lot of followers, to have a nice family, whatever you meditate upon very strongly. See, like everybody has some feelings. Even somebody who actually came once into temple, he also has some devotional credit. But when compared to all other aspirations that he had, all other state of minds he had, he might be so popular outside, he might be so wealthy, or he might be, and he is attached to something. Like right now, if he is a millionaire, he wanted to billionaire, he wanted a trillionaire, like no. So such kind of aspirations, and it is said that not only the aspiration, but also the enough of pious credits one should have. Like it is said that if a person aspire like he wanted to be millionaire, but he don't have enough qualification, he will become a cashier where he will be seeing money all the time, but he don't have access to that. Or if he still have very bad karma, then he will become a cockroach in the bank, where he'll be in the middle of all the money, but he'll not be able to access it. So two things. First of all, we should have enough of qualification and enough good aspiration. That will decide our next life. So, but for example, but for one to go back to Godhead, only qualification is having a born fide spiritual master, so that he will connect us properly to Krishna, and then enough of sadhana. Like we express our desires through our sadhana. You may be internally saying that, oh, I want to go back to Godhead. If you say, for the sake of saying, you may say, I want to go back to Godhead, I want to do it. But what are, like it said that actions speak louder than words. So one action is greater than thousands of words. So what you are doing, how you are, your sadhana, your what you are giving importance in life. Are you caring of petty things and wasting your time and energy on the petty things? Or you are focusing on the main thing, like how to do, how to develop proper consciousness, reading Srila Prabhupada books and discussing them, and doing service, doing prachar, doing seva, sadhana seva, and taking proper sangha. All those things will keep on changing our subtle body. Our subtle body is constantly changing. Not even like every action, every thought we make, there is a change in subtle body. So that's why you see somebody accustomed to doing something, that person will keep on doing the same thing again and again. So what is tapasya? Tapasya means one has to renounce all those things and get connected to Krishna. Renounce all the material attachments and then detach from Maya and attach to Krishna. Unless one does that, like we do nice kirtan, there is positive change in our subtle body. You do nice service, you are very tolerant with devotees. If somebody knowingly or unknowingly offended you, you are tolerant, you are showing your tolerance to them. You are showing, you are displaying, you are exhibiting your tolerance level, patience, forgiveness. Those qualities immediately purify our subtle body. And Krishna likes that person so much. The person who actually tolerates for the sake of serving Krishna. Because instead of you doing so many kirtans and so much of service, but you, like, despite doing all those things, if somebody offends you or say something bad against you, but you just tolerate that will please Krishna more. We make a lot of spiritual progress through that. So here Lord Shiva never took any offense and he revived all the demigods. And then, but with respect to why Daksha got the goat head? Because his consciousness is that of a goat. What does goat do? Goat doesn't have any power. But you see, when the goat is fighting, it will rise itself like in two legs, as if he's showing, I'm more powerful. Like it will rise like this. Goat fighting, you can. So goats will fight, rise as if, and two goats will fight like that. They will rise very high, fall down, and then smash. So like that means he doesn't have the enough of qualification, but he's pretending as if he's very qualified. Because as soon as he offended Lord Shiva, all his pious credits are washed away. If you offend one devotee, then all our pious credits will be covered up. Our spiritual credits will never go away, but it will be covered up. Maya has potencies, right? Avarnatmika and Prakshepaatmika. It will cover up our intelligence. Avarnatmika means. Prakshepaatmika means it will take us and throw away from the devotee association. So then we will be lost in Maya. We spend our life and our energy in the Maya itself. And it will take a very long time unless there is a causeless mercy of a devotee. We get very long time to connect back and again resume our spiritual progress. So that's why Daksha, being so arrogant, he pretending, even though if he doesn't have any qualification, that's why he got the goat head. So according to our Vedic culture, the gross body is only a medium. So even on the goat head also, Daksha is able to speak, Daksha is able to think. Means every thinking and all the activities happen on the subtle level, on the level of soul. And covering the soul is subtle body. Subtle body is also a medium. When for us to go back to Godhead, we have to spiritualize our subtle body. But Mayavadi philosophers or Ashtanga yogis, yes, Radha. The Mayavadi philosophers, they think that even devotion service is Maya, and they want to destroy the subtle body. That's why they take very harsh condition. The Mayavadi austerities are very harsh. But devotee doesn't do such kind of austerities. The greatest austerity a devotee can do is fast once in a while for Ekadashi, and once in Vishnu Panchak. Also, such very mild austerities, which express love and devotion towards Krishna. Everything in bhakti is the expression of love towards Krishna. So there is no kind of aggressive or very strict and very, somebody who is very strict with rules, like they are very strict. Oh, fasting, this fasting. It is said that their heart become very hard. They become very like hard-hearted. They lose the sensitivity. Devotee means sensitive even to the animals, even to the plants, even to everything. He is so soft-hearted. A person who is stressing too much on the austerities, too much emphasis on unnecessary austerities. That person's heart become very hard. He will be harsh on himself, and somebody who is harsh on himself will be harsh on others also. Now it is said that that most of the terrorists, robbers, or criminals, they had very, very bad childhood because the conditions were so harsh on them. They become very hard-hearted, and they don't care about the feelings of others. They just kill, rob, rape, all such kind of only because they think that this entire world is exploitative. I was exploited so much, so I have the right to exploit others. So being exploited, get somebody who had very harsh childhood, they become automatically criminals. Because somebody who is very insensitive, somebody is very strict, all those things. Somebody will be very strict on their body. They say, "Oh, I want to be like a vegetarian," all those things. Prabhupada says, even monkeys are vegetarian. What is the greatness of being vegetarian? Greatness of vegetarian is okay, but you should be Krishna conscious. Then only you'll be soft and gentle, and you'll be because being loving and being loved is a natural. Loving somebody or being loved is a natural symptom of the soul. If somebody is not doing that, means somewhere something is wrong. Stressing too much on like anartha nivritti. Oh, you should not do this, not do this. Finding faults with others. As soon as he sees somebody, immediately tuck, 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 immediately faults will be appearing. He did this, he did this, he did this. He is not eligible. He is not qualified for respect. He has so much disqualification. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Oh, thank you, Hare Krishna. That's it. That's the most thing. That the utmost respect that he can give is just say Hare Krishna and then go get away. That is also safe instead of offending. But he will not be able to make much spiritual progress. Somebody who has utmost forgiveness, loving, compassion, only that kind of persons can actually become a Vaishnava. Here, Lord Shiva is he is the greatest of the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavana Meta Shambhu. So he never take any offenses. He is always compassionate, even compassionate towards the demons, what to speak of demigods. So we should Krishna, all these characteristics are coming from Krishna. Krishna is called Adosha Darshi. Krishna will never take any offense. Even like in the battle of Kurukshetra also, Krishna is doing that out of compassion towards the opposite party. When Krishna kills any demon, he directly gives liberation to him. Means this demon has done so much bad things, but still Krishna is compassionate even on the demon also. What to speak of devotees? So when we see any fault in others means we are actually spoiling our consciousness. Always see the glorious qualities in the devotees. Always highlight the glorious qualities in the devotees. And if we see so-called faults in it is not, we should actually bring it to the right person who can help the devotee. If you see faults in a child, you don't go and correct the child. You have to bring to their attention of their parents. In the same way, when we see fault in a devotee, we should bring to the right person, right? Like who is his teacher, who is the person with whom he has nice connection, nice relation. By after receiving this feedback, also he will still be in the same. You won't feel bad. Other than that, we should never find any faults with any devotee, and we should actually do our best to serve everybody. So that's what I can speak. If anybody have any questions or comments, we can take. Anything to add? You know, very Krishna.
Maybe contemplating on things, your way of explaining and relating to the situation is really relatable.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions or comments? Yeah, please.
I was like, you're supposed to be like tolerant to certain people, and you're supposed to be I got some people like outside that I try to like be cool with and stuff, but like they're like just like really harsh, or like their attitude's really harsh. I mean, are you supposed to like embrace that and take it with stride, or are you supposed to just like distance yourself from those people and love them like this?
So yeah, that's a very good question. I forgot to mention. So a devotee should be always tolerant and forgiving, and all those things are there. But one more important thing is we should not give others opportunity to exploit us. So means like giving the others to exploit us means we're actually promoting the offense from their side. For example, you have like thousands of dollars. So when everybody is watching, you come and put like a lot of money here, thousands of dollars, come and keep here, and then just close it. What will happen? It will increase the negativity in others. Everybody who is actually attracted to money, they think that, oh, let me have that money, like that. So means we should not give the opportunity for others to exploit us. Giving that opportunity to others, like otherwise, Arjuna was ready to go to forest and give up his share of the kingdom, and he wanted to give up fighting. He doesn't want to kill so many people. But Krishna says, why are you showing false compassion? That is false compassion. We should never give opportunity for others to exploit us. But at the same time, we should have the right discriminative power. What is he exploiting, or is he in a situation where I need it to help? So we should have the right discriminative power. If you are not sure about it, you can ask some senior devotee, some well-wishing friend, or I'm thinking I'm being exploited. I should stay away from this person. That is good. So okay. Hare Krishna, anybody have any questions or comments online? Yes, bro.
Without our knowing, we try to mainly in the mind level, we try to have some moving down meditation or something towards some or outside.
Internally, you offend some devotees. Okay.
Sometimes we are not conscious of it.
Okay.
And it affects our how do we even provide that joy?
Or about the mental level also offending devotees.
How to always be reflective towards all the.
So yeah, you see, like in Kali Yuga, the mental offenses are not counted. So, but if you are not careful on the mental level, it will automatically transform into the physical level. So always see best way to curb the offenses is to face them on the mental level. As soon as some negative thoughts or negative emotions coming towards any person, any devotee, we should actually consciously find the virtuous qualities in that person and meditate on them and talk about that person greatness or how that person that devotee or uh, like no, even if a person just come to temple also is also great service. So we should not no, when we do that on the mental level, see, but sometimes we'll not be able to wholeheartedly do that. So for that, what the best way to come out of that mental offenses is to pray for them wholeheartedly for their well-being, for their success. You know? Because if you are competing with somebody, you will automatically develop negativity. You have to compete, like for example, in the metal world, you have to compete. But at the same time, you should not develop enmity towards them. And you should pray for them. When you pray for them, Krishna will remove that negativity from them. Praying like now somebody does something bad to us, did something bad to us. We keep on developing negative emotions towards them. So how to immediately rectify the situation, how to deal with the situation is pray for them and like even if that person doesn't have any positivity also, you are just pray for them for their well-being. That will help us a lot. That will easily empower us to forgive that person. And by doing so, we are doing greater good to us than the other person. Okay.
One more clarification. You told next life is based on separate life, not how we are outside. So, can you just give more experience to this? Like how we can do the one is the Krishna one.
See, like what kind of consciousness that we are developing. So everybody should observe about their consciousness, what kind of thoughts I'm getting, how do I feel like most of the time. And tapasya is to change that from that level to keep on progressing. Somebody who is automatically getting angry for even small things also. That person, why am I getting angry? Where's wrong with me? Anger arises due to attachment. Kama yesha, krodha yesha, rajoguna samudbhava. So this person is attached to something. That's why that person easily gets angry. So he has to detach. Okay, what is there? I'm going to lose so much things if I detach from this aspect. So then automatically, if he detaches from his attachment, automatically he will not develop anger. Somebody who wanted to be respected, everybody should respect me. If somebody goes and, hey, Prabhu, come here, even if you like raise little bit voice also, immediately gets offended, immediately develops angry. So that anger is coming due to his attachment for the pride, for the glorification and name, fame, all those things. If you detach, what is this name, fame? Like, I am a servant, I should be servant of servant of servant. Servant, like even if master chastises the servant without no reason, he takes. So we have to work on that level. So as I told you, right? Like somebody who's envious, they are automatically their subtle body will tend to become a snake. So like that, somebody who is wanted to attract everybody by exposing their body, that they will become trees. Somebody attached to meat eating, they will become a tiger or lion, like that kind of things are there. So it all starts with thinking and feeling. If you are careful on that level, thinking and feeling, and it will not transform into willing. And willing level also, if something goes onto the willing level, if you have some help, we can stop there also. If the willing is, if you don't stop on the willing level, they automatically transform into action. So like I told the example, right? If you are fasting and you develop a desire, let me see what is cooked in today's prasad. You go there and like no, as soon as you develop a desire, you should know I don't care what they cook because I have nothing to do with. Some devotees cooking, some devotees honoring. You have nothing to do with that. So avoid going to that places only. Avoid going to the prasam table. Avoid going towards prasam. So if you wanted to always focus on the positivity, always do good, then focus on all these negative things. Where, like, time, place, and what time, what place, what circumstances you should avoid, you should know. Krishna will, if you pray to Krishna, Krishna will give you indulgence. So if you avoid that, the problem is 99% solved. That 1% exceptional is out of the will of Krishna. I hope I'm able to make sense. Online, anybody have any questions or comments? Okay. Will Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Sri Prabhupada ki Anantapur Vaishnava ki Jai. I hope you're able to listen online, right?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dhanavad pranams.